In tonight's video, we're going to be covering Ustad Amir Hussain Khan's Dha Tete Ghere Naga Dhinitaga Rela. Now, when it comes to this Rela, I've received some comments that people have been frustrated about the speed not coming as fast as they'd like, or the clarity really not being there. And when it comes to being frustrated in your tabla playing, I usually take that as a sign as you're not exploring all avenues of creativity. Now, what I mean by that is speed and clarity is not everything. Another exploration of any rela is how you can integrate it into other relas and just creative uses of it. Because if you were really being creative and you found new ways to play it every day, new poltas, you wouldn't actually even notice that the speed and the clarity wasn't coming. You'd actually be enjoying that so much that it would really be enough for you. So what we're going to be doing in this video is I'm going to cover briefly again the main theme, and then I'll show some different uses of this rela. So here's the main theme. Dha tete ghere naga dhinitaga dha tete ghere naga dhinitaga dha tete ghere naga. So we've covered this one before. This is a great one to practice. Pandit Abhijit Banerjee has recommended to practice this one extensively, and he says that he knows many people that have developed their hand by just practicing this. So keep that in mind, and let's get into some interesting ways you can integrate this into other relas. Nak tere kit ghere dhere dhere kit tak na tere kit tak tunna kit tak dha tete ghere naga dhinne tak dha tete ghere naga dhinne tak dha tete ghere naga. So this is a good way to integrate it. You get to practice ghere dhere and also the ghere naga dhinne taga part at the end. So you'll be practicing all sorts of different aspects of your hand, and I highly recommend this one. It's also a lot of fun to play once the speed comes. So let's now get into another dhere dhere rela that you can integrate this into. So this one is regular dhere dhere, the other one was ghere dhere. Highly recommend having mastery of both of those. Never know which one will come up, and there's great relas when it comes to both of those. So here's this one. Dhere 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 ghere naga na tete ghere naga dhinne taga dha tete ghere naga dha tete ghere naga dhinne taga dha tete ghere naga dhinne taga dha tete ghere naga. So a very fun one, 4 dhere dheres in a row in the beginning. Once you get this one down, the speed comes, and of course the clarity. It is very satisfying to play this one, especially around 120 beats per minute. Just really quite a thrill to play this. So let's now get to the next one. So this one I heard Ustad Akram Khan play, and I was a fan immediately afterwards. Why? Because it has full hand terikata in it, and you can basically say that tete ghere naga is as good as basically a 2-finger terikata. So having the contrast of both full hand and 2-finger terikata make this one pretty interesting to practice, and you're just also practicing all different kinds of terikata in this one. So let me now demonstrate this. So this one, a lot of fun, and like I said before, I was immediately quite impressed with how this sounded. And like I've said for the previous two, get this one at speed and you'll really enjoy it. So, and I would say some of these may be a bit easier than just playing dhate to get naga dhinitaga over and over again, because there's other bowls also in there. So the Gerenaga Dhenitaga can kind of tire your hand out quickly if you just play that over and over again. So these are a good change. Lastly, Dhin terikitaka na, dhin terikitaka dhininaga na terikitaka dha tetigerenaga dhinitaga dha tetigerenaga dhinitaga dha tetigerenaga. Now, this one, I would recommend use this more for practice than for when you're performing, because most of the lines start with dhin, and then at the end, if you come in with dha tetigerenaga dhinitaga, I mean, it does have a dhin in it, technically the dhine, which is not exactly, it just basically doesn't fit as well as the other ones that I've showed in here. But it is similar because it does have dhininaga in it, so it will work for practice. But when it comes to playing this on stage, just play the first portion without the Rela at the end. So it'll go like this. And those are 4 interesting ways you can use the dha tetigerenaga dhinitaga Rela. Hopefully your frustration and any issues about this Rela will subside, because you'll find more creative outlets to channel that frustration. And overall, you actually don't have to worry about speed and clarity every day, because it's not going to be a linear, basically, path. You're not, like, your hand will fluctuate day by day in how well you're playing, how fast you're playing. What you need to pay attention to more is, over 6 months, are you trending better in a certain Rela? Are you really moving forward like that? But day to day, that really isn't the path for when it comes to mastery of tabla. Now, of course, feel free to comment below anything else you'd like me to cover. Join our Discord, and if you'd like to learn from me, use the email address below. Thank you.